2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the San Antonio Spurs. Checking out the Spurs, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. Every club at this point can be optimistic. Some teams just looking to make the playoffs, others with much higher aspirations, Kenny.
Yeah, well, some people would say that you can start with a clean slate. But then certain people are saying we're building off of last year. So
welcome, everyone, to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We've got a Western Conference battle ready to get rolling, and this Oklahoma City crowd wants some love from their Thunder. Here, matched up against San Antonio, is how they'll tip off the new season. They lost the season series last year, winning 1 and losing 2.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
Yeah, plenty of opportunity here, guys, to get on each other's bad side. I mean, if they weren't already. Should make for some fairly high drama.
And the starting group for the Spurs. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Leonard in at the small forward.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season. But he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
And Aldridge postponing that thumb injury surgery, even though they said it might double his eventual recovery time.
Yeah, I think it's pretty admirable that he was out there because he wasn't just playing in pain. He was playing hurt. That shows you his commitment to winning.
Duncan, a screen. Parker kicks to Green. 18 feet out. A nice shot by Aldridge.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Here's Adams following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Man, that is a missed opportunity right there.
And he'll be the first to tell you, Greg, that's one he should have knocked down.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And Adams kicks to Durant. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Durant's got his first 2 points.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Duncan with a screen on Westbrook. It's Parker with the drive. And that one's good.
Nice work by Duncan to lay into that defender.
Thunder have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. Westbrook's got 5.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from 3-point range.
Aldridge dishes to Parker. Leonard against Durant. Passes to Aldridge. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Durant the pass to Westbrook. The basket good off the assist from Durant. That's 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
And checking out the stats for Duncan, he's coming off an excellent season. He was around 14 points a game last year, 9 rebounds and 3 assists. And impressive numbers, no doubt. It's the kind of run we've come to expect from him.
Synergy. All elements working together. The game is coming easy to him right now.
And the wide open shot from Green. Offline with his 3.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Poked away. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. Goes up, throws down the breakaway jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 13-4 run right now. That's good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Parker to the paint. Duncan down low. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Durant, no good.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Now here's Aldridge. Duncan. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Can't be any surprise to you that Tim Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players. Passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
Enes Kanter's checked in for the Thunder. Waiters comes in for Roberson. The Spurs also changing it up. West is checked in for Aldridge. And it's Ginobili in for Green. Took him no time at all on that one. Getting back to Duncan's rebounding, he's always had the great size and wingspan and timing, and he really positions himself well for those rebounds. But what seems to separate him is his quiet toughness. He'll never back down.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, he's not a guy that's going to yell or pump his fist. He's not going to flex his muscles to the crowd. He just silently assassinates you
well said.
out on the floor.
You're right. You're so right. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Randy Foye, he's checked in for Serge Ibaka. The Spurs making a switch here. Now Mills. The dish to West. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Durant. And Waiters kicks to Durant. Knocks it loose. The dive for the ball. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He told me one of the more troubling tasks his team must do is to figure out how to slow down Russell Westbrook. He said that between his explosiveness and ability to change direction, they'll have to have all 5 guys keeping an eye on Westbrook whenever he's on the perimeter.
Thank you, Doris.
Yeah. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
We know Oklahoma City has the stuff, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
1:15 left in the first quarter. And Waiters kicks to Foye. The shot is off. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. And Ginobili, here we go. Leonard, that falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
And Waiters kicks to Durant. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
There's the double team with West. West down low. He's covered by Kanter, and it's West missing. inside. Here's Waiters. And the rejection by Leonard. They get it back. Pass to Foy. Tries again. And the jumper is good.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
It just seems like they're a step slow today.
Now here's Mills. He's covered by Westbrook. Shot's good by Mills. Mills has got his first points of the night.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
For three, Westbrook, no good. And LaMarcus Aldridge, the franchise player on this team, without question. He talked about the responsibility that comes with that role.
In every aspect, you know, it's a change for us, being more vocal, doing it on the court, trying to lead in practice. I think overall everything I do has to be better because guys are trying to follow me.
Greg, does that acceptance come with putting a whole lot more pressure on yourself? And if so, what does that do to LaMarcus Aldridge's game?
And, you know, Kevin, that's what's going to be so interesting to find out. Some players, you know, they really relish in that situation. They rise to that occasion. Others, I don't want to say they wilt under the pressure, but they're just not comfortable in that environment. And in the NBA, you get to do it on TV and in front of thousands in person.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Green is out there with Boris Diaw, and it's Aldridge in at the 5, home in the paint. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
You know, you take a look at this group of Spurs and you wonder if they've peaked. I mean, it seems you say that a lot with this team, and they prove you wrong. What Popovich said last year, he feels it might actually be the case.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Singler's checked in. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Shots good by Ibaka.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
You know, one thing about this San Antonio team, they just didn't go away last year. Pop himself said he felt they peaked in the 2014 finals.
You know, and you wonder if what Pop said is true. Spurs lost in the first round last year, and they'll be going through a lot of changes in the near future. And with the way they run that organization, they'll still be competing, I believe, for quite some time.
Green dishes to Aldridge, and it's blocked by Adams. Parker with a clean look. Singler with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Feeds it to Foy. Singler right side. And he's good on the 3-ball. Singler's got himself on the board with 3 there. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Oklahoma City. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for San Antonio. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Spurs trail by 13. Parker outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And, of course, Tony Parker, so big for San Antonio in those championship runs. But word on the street was that Spurs coach Greg Popovich didn't always go easy on Tony. He really pushed him to the limit.
Yeah, you know, it started back when Tony was invited to the Spurs summer camp before the 2001 draft. One of the scouts was really physical with Tony, really gave him a hard time, and that was really the start of his maturation process in learning to deal with the NBA.
Ginobili outside. Parker outside. Just 5 to shoot.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Roberson. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And, you know, getting back to Popovich's relationship with Tony Parker, Pop made the decision to draft Parker. So he obviously saw something. But Pop's a perfectionist, and if you're going to play point guard for him, you've got to.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Why it's not going in?
Other way.
This way?
Other way.
You do it. I don't want to break it.
To deliver consistently.
Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. And it's blocked by Adams. Here's Roberson. He dishes it to Morrow. Again.